Is he the worst spouse in America? You had 5 affairs. 9 or 10 times you haven't come home at all.
Just to get away from her.
You need to stop it before the sun goes down today.
I don't want this to fail.
It's already failing.
So then I guess we should be on divorce court then instead of on DrPhil.
Were you raised in a pigsty? You personally are so neat and clean. Did we like hose you down? Plus, she says he's the worst decorator.
It's the sore spot in the room.
If I'm watching the Super Bowl, I don't want to see cherub angels on the ceiling.
With some help from my wife, Robin, a family room is transformed. Are you guys ready to see the new and improved family room? Now, I gotta tell you, attention all married couples. Attention, attention, alert, alert. If you've ever complained about your husband or wife, you may feel differently after today's show. You may decide you're not got it so bad after all, because I'm talking to couples who say their spouse is the absolute worst in America. All right? Now, but the question is, are they really that bad, or is it a case of fairy tale expectancies gone awry? Now, my first guest, Julia, says her husband is hands down the worst spouse in America. The worst, she says. In fact, she divorced Lewis in 1993 and then remarried him 6 years later. She says he promised things would be better. And they're far from it. Take a look.
Shouldn't you be like home already? It's like 4:30.
What? She's gonna nag at me anyway.
My name is Julia. I consider my husband the worst husband in the Americas
She's probably awake looking at the clock to see what time I get home.
because he doesn't help out around the house.
Well, that's probably her right now, my cell phone for the 500th time.
He doesn't really help out with the kids.
Where
are you? 8 months after we met, I started seeing his true colors. All of a sudden, that witty, charming guy became Mr. Hyde. He started staying out a lot. You go out, you spend all this money drinking, arguing constantly,
Then you wonder why, because you can't even sit here and watch a 2-hour movie.
continuously insulting me and telling many lies. He eventually committed adultery at least 5 times during our marriage. It was just too emotionally traumatic for me to remain in this bad marriage. I was separated from him that first year, and then I immediately got the divorce. It was one of the most harmonious and peaceful times of my life. Lewis and I talked. He made a lot of promises and continuously reiterated that he had changed. So for the sake of my children and my feelings for an old love, I allowed him to come back. He helped the girls with their homework. He even threw out the garbage weekly without having to be reminded. I thought to myself, now this is a wonderful husband. After 1 year of marital and family bliss, Mr. Hyde came back.
Louis is the bad guy here again.
I think she's totally blowing it out of proportion.
He spends hours playing PlayStation 2. How about giving us some time? The time that you give the PlayStation, give it to us. Or hanging out with friends. Sometimes he never even comes home.
I don't even want to hear it.
She's so intense that if you put her in a bag by herself, she would fight herself.
It's just a matter of paying the bill. I don't feel like his wife. I feel like his mother. And I've been devastated with the situation for such a long time that I have like a hole in my heart.
Her expectations are very, very high. If she wanted somebody perfect, she should have married Jesus Christ because he can walk on water. I can't.
Our lease is up in August, and if Lewis doesn't change, I'm leaving him for good.
Why isn't it enough for her that I'm the provider? I'm taking care of, the home, the roof over their head, car payments. Why can't that be enough for her?
Dr. Phil, my husband is the worst spouse in the Americas, and I don't know if anything's going to change, but you are our last hope. Can you help us, Dr. Phil?
Oh, not much of a hill to climb. You say you think you have a hole in your heart.
Yes.
Well, I got to tell you, I'm wondering if you got a hole in your head. You were in this marriage before, and it was a total train wreck, and then you got back in it.
Yes.
All right, we'll get to that in a minute. Now, thank you for being here, because I think a lot of guys, if their wife nominated them for worst spouse in the Americas, you made it international, they would say, I don't believe I'll go on that show. But you came, why?
Well, actually, I came on the show. I understand, I do have our problems here and there, like any other couple. But the thing is, she's so firm in her beliefs in which there is something wrong with me. I wanted to show her also that there is something wrong with her.
You said, I'm here to prove that she is crazy and ridiculous.
Yes.
Okay? You crazy?
No.
You ridiculous?
No.
Are you nagging him 24/7?
No.
Yes.
Not at all.
Yes.
He's never around 24/7.
Oh, because I work 7 days a week. Hello.
All right. Now, you said, when we asked you about this, why she was ridiculous, you made a whole list of things. You said, number one, she left a paying job for a volunteer job to work 7 days a week instead of 5. And that puts pressure on you, which is why you have to work all the time.
Actually, what that is she does this Vista volunteer program. So she does that 5 days a week, and she gets a stipend off it. But the problem is she can get more from unemployment than from the stipend. So that puts a strain on me. Now I have to work, more hours to make the money, make ends meet.
All right. Well, you say that she calls you lazy, immature, uneducated, Satan, Jekyll and Hyde, and selfish. Is that true?
Well, actually, it's not really necessarily Satan. I just say sometimes he's a spawn of Satan. He's kind of like a son, like a stepson.
All right. So just a son. Okay. You greet him at the door with a trash can to empty. Okay. That's what he said. That you don't contribute to the bills, that you tell him all the time to shut up, that you're the worst nagger, that you're constantly asking him, can you please do this now? Can you please do that now? And that you always look at the negative. Is that true or false?
That is false.
That's false.
That is false.
Okay.
Definitely false.
But you say that's true.
Yeah, it's very true. Very true. There's not even times, usually we have just one vehicle now. So as soon as I get in the truck to go home, she's already. You gotta do that. You gotta do that. Can I just have 5 minutes, just to relax? I just got off work. You know why I play PlayStation? You know why I do those things? Just to get away from her. Just to have that peace. Sometimes I lock myself in the bathroom. So just so I won't, hear her constantly nagging.
I don't believe I'd have said that.
My husband is the worst spouse. He takes money from the family budget.
When I put in the money, that's my money. So I can't be stealing something that wasn't yours to begin with.
You're only taking care of your stuff. You're not taking care of household stuff.
He has an obsession with sneakers, and he'll go out and spend all this money on those sneakers and on caps to go with them.
When I'm frustrated or have a bad day, I go out and buy myself a pair of sneakers, a matching hat, and I believe I deserve it.
He spends a lot of money on drinking. When he goes out, he drinks like a starving fish.
Stop spending all that money on liquor and drinking and hanging out with your friends.
She's always telling me what my weaknesses are and what my faults are, but she's perfect in her mind.
We're talking about who is the worst spouse in America. Is there a worse spouse, or is beauty in the eye of the beholder? Now, Julia says it's her husband. She says he doesn't clean, spends too much money, calls her name, stays out with friends all night long, and doesn't spend time with the family. Now, we heard from their daughters. Louis, are you surprised at what they said? I heard you kind of say under your breath, it sounds like you talking.
That's exactly what it is. And, when children constantly hear certain things around them, they're going to actually believe it. My daughter spends a lot of time, especially Lisette, she spends a lot of time with her. I mean, she's constantly, it's like a, best
You think
pal.
she's programmed them?
Basically, that's exactly what it is.
All right, do you guys think this marriage is in trouble?
Yes.
Oh, it's taking a nosedive.
Yeah.
Well, I've written about a lot of things, and I wrote a book about relationships called Relationship Rescue. In that book, Relationship Rescue, there is a test called the Relationship Health Profile. And we had you take that test, right? And if you score 32 or above, your marriage is in severe trouble.
It is.
You scored 49. That's the worst I believe I've seen ever out of anybody that's taken the test in Relationship Rescue. And I want to read you some of the things that you answered, and I'll tell you what he answered. I'm satisfied with my sex life. False. My partner doesn't really listen to me. True. I feel picked on and put down. True. I'm hopeful about our future. False. It's not easy to share my feelings. True. My partner says I love you. False. I sometimes feel rage. True. I'm out of control. True. My partner is harsh in his or her criticism. True. I mean, it just goes on and on. So you're real negative and frustrated about this marriage, right?
Yes, I am.
Let me talk about some of the things that she's pointed out. I gave you the list of things that you said about her. She said you had 5 affairs in your previous marriage.
First marriage, yes.
But yet you're not having any now, according to you.
No, it's not according to me. I haven't.
Okay, well, you also say in here that you lie by omission.
Yes.
Well, I lie to say certain things so I know it won't get her upset because I don't want to
Well, that
argue
would get
with
her upset.
Well,
so, I mean,
that
would
and other
fall
things.
under the omission category, would it not? But
That
you're
and
not
other
having an
things.
affair now.
No, I'm not.
Okay. It
That's
says
hard to believe.
Well, 9 or 10 times in the last several weeks, you haven't come home at all.
No, I haven't.
You just don't come home.
No.
Okay, but you're not doing anything you shouldn't be doing.
No.
You're just not coming home. Did you forget or?
No, actually.
I knew I was supposed to do
Actually,
something.
I work till 3 o'clock in the morning. So what we usually do is after we're done with the club thing, we stay over, we have a few drinks, come home about 6 o'clock in the morning. And that's just a couple hours of hanging out, and she takes that, let's say if I get out of work at 5 o'clock.
Is that part of her being crazy and ridiculous?
No, actually, not if she would come. It all depends on how she comes towards me and she actually talks to me about it. But she doesn't just come calmly. She's nice and calm here. But she's not calm out there.
Hey, listen, buddy. I'm trying to help you here, but listen. You don't come home 9 or 10 times over the last 3 weeks till 6 o'clock in the morning. They ain't gonna be calm. Okay, they're not going to come in here and say, "Gee, have a seat. Did you forget to come home?"
It wasn't calm. It wasn't even calm before that. I would understand if it just got like that, but it hasn't. It's been just declining slowly but surely. So instead of me arguing and just staying there and just listening to her,
are you defending this?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Okay, all right, just wanted to get that. He's defending this. Okay, you call her bitch, nag, MF. And some other things that I'm not going to mention.
Okay.
In English
We
and
all
Spanish.
know what they are. Okay? You taught the 4-year-old how to cuss.
No, that's not true. That wasn't just me.
She has overheard him speaking in that form, so now she's kind of picked it up. She said it once.
She's heard you say a few words, but they're in Spanish, so.
Okay. You traded in the car without telling her and said, "That's tough if you don't like it."
Yeah.
That's exactly what he said.
Yeah. She drives it anyway.
She
She
wants
drives it every day.
Okay. You're coming home after midnight, 3-4 nights a week. You've stayed out 9 or 10 nights in the last 3 weeks, didn't come home at all. You're buying cars, telling her like it, and just deal with it. You're calling her names we can't even mention on television. How's that working for you?
Actually, it's not working at all. If it was, I wouldn't be here.
Dr. Phil, it works for him because he's still there. It's not working for me, and that's why I'm here.
Well, actually, Dr. Phil, I love my wife. I really do. It's just, it's
I don't even understand how you can say that.
Okay.
I don't understand
Well, then
how you
if
can
I
say
didn't,
that.
I wouldn't be here. What am I doing here in front of millions of people? Just so I can be on TV?
Well, you told us why you're here. You told us why you're here. You came here to establish that she is crazy and ridiculous. That's why you're here. You're not here out of some big benevolent thing. You came here to humiliate her.
No, actually, no. Listen, like I said, I understand I have faults also, but I want this to work. I don't want this to fail a second time around.
It's already failing.
So then I guess we should be on divorce court then instead of on Dr. Phil.
You may be.
That may be the next phone call. Well, in order for me to be really, truly happy with Louis, he would have to make many changes. It's going to be a tremendous challenge for him. I don't really feel that I need to make too many changes. I think I'm an exemplary wife.
What I really want for her to be is my wife. I want a friend. I want somebody to be there for me emotionally, physically, just there for me. Every once in a while, come on, give me a kiss, pat me in the back. I don't want her to leave. I don't want to lose my kids for a second time. It would be devastating for me. I want her to notice that she does have issues also.
All right, we're talking to Julia and Louis. They're married to each other for the second time, and Julia says she regrets it because her husband has reverted back to a lot of his old ways. And she says he's the worst spouse in America. Now, Louis says his wife is crazy, ridiculous, and a nag. Can you just real briefly tell me again why you got married a second time when you guys were so miserable the first time?
A lot of time had gone by, and then he was making a better effort to keep in contact with the children. And it was really more for the children. I mean, it was this thing pulling at my heart that maybe...
But you and the girls were doing fine.
But they wanted their daddy. They wanted their daddy. They missed him, and they constantly talked about him.
I see people do this sometimes, and it's what I call the distance distortion syndrome. It's when you're married to somebody and you're absolutely miserable, and then you get away from them for a while, and you start selectively remembering them. And what you do is you start missing the man you wished you had been married to.
Okay.
You're not missing the man you were married to, you're missing the man you wish you had been married to. You're missing the fantasy. You remember all the good things, forget all the bad things, and then you're back there for a short period of time and you go, oh yeah, now I remember why I couldn't stand to be in a room with this person. Now I remember why this wasn't working. And you're probably thinking the same thing, Louis. I mean, you're probably thinking, I came back after her. Now I remember why I was so miserable before. She was on you before, was she not?
Yeah, she was.
And listen, you guys, you haven't filled out the paperwork here, but you're in what I call an emotional divorce. There is a formula for success in a relationship, and it is very simple. Number one, the quality of a relationship is based on a solid underlying friendship. You're friends. And what do friends do? Friends share things, friends talk, friends laugh. Friends communicate with each other, they support one another, they try to help each other get along in life.
Right.
Solid underlying friendship. You guys aren't even friends.
No.
You put more energy into your drinking buddies and your volunteer work than you do at home. True?
True. True.
And the second part is the quality of a relationship is a function of the extent to which it meets the needs of the two people involved. You're not meeting each other's needs. And if you don't, this is over. You're living an emotional divorce. You haven't filled out the papers, but you're just roommates.
Yes, that's
You're
what it
just roommates. You're just living in the house
it feels
together.
like.
But the problem with that is you got 3 beautiful daughters in this deal. And let me tell both of you something. If somebody else hadn't told you before, let me tell you now, you don't have the right to be fighting and yelling and screaming in front of those children. You don't have the right to do that. It doesn't just hurt their feelings. It changes who they are. It absolutely changes who they are for the rest of their life. It will affect their marriages when they get married in the rest of their life. It affects the way they feel about themselves. They go to school and they've been living in this ridiculous emotional quagmire that you guys call a marriage. And then they go sit there at school and they look at these other kids who look all shiny-faced and prim and proper, and they compare that reality to how those kids look, and they feel about that talk. And you need to stop it before the sun goes down today. You need to stop that. If nothing else stops, let those girls out of the problem. Now, if you don't do that, you don't deserve those children. You don't deserve those children. It's just that simple. You can't be that selfish. And I'm going to give both of you a copy of Relationship Rescue. And it's got a lot of work in it.
Yes, it is.
It's got a workbook. I'll give you a workbook with it. And I want you to read it and go through it. And if you will both read that book and do everything, every exercise in there, then I will bring you back here and we'll find out if there's something that can be done with this relationship. Because if not, it's over.
Yes.
It's over. And it ought to be over. And if you think staying out till 6 o'clock in the morning, 2-3 nights a week, coming in midnight, 2 or 3 nights a week, if you think that's okay, one of us is a fool, because you know better than that. And if you think you're going to yell and scream him into some kind of compliance, you know better than that. You just like yelling and screaming. You two need to grow up, you need to straighten up, and you need to deal with those girls a whole lot differently. All right? All right, next, her husband says she's the worst slob in America. All right, we're talking to couples who accuse their spouse of being the worst. And I've always said, is it perception or is it reality? Now, Dave says he's tired of living with the worst slob in America. The house has been a horrible mess for 9 years, and he wants his wife to clean up her act. Now, Julie says she just can't help it. Take a look.
My name is Julie, and Dave and I have been married for 7.5 years.
Julie is absolutely the worst housekeeper in America.
I think he's totally given up hope that I can maintain a clean household.
It's disgusting, it's appalling, and I don't know what to do about it.
I am a slob.
She's a pack rat, and she won't throw anything away, and therefore the house gets more and more cluttered with junk.
He hates living like this, and he brings it up every day.
I used to nag her while cleaning a lot, but now I just have to learn to live with it. Now I just don't do anything about it.
My bedroom is the worst. I feel like my house is so unorganized, I don't know where to start with my time. I'd like to relax after playing with the kids all day, but I can't seem to relax without looking at a corner with another mess in for me to do. I don't want to live like this. It's not a life problem like alcoholism or an affair in a family, but I feel like I need to fix this problem, otherwise I will not be changing, and neither will my household. Dr. Phil, please help me. My husband has nominated me as the worst slob in America. I don't know what to do about it. How can I change?
Wow.
That's what I live in.
But you personally are so neat and clean. Did we like hose you down in the green room or something? And I mean, are you personally neat and clean like this all the time?
I take care of myself. I take care of Dave. I mean, takes care of himself.
Because don't you think she looks delightful? I mean, she's just very clean. So it's just all a facade, right?
No, it's the stuff. I can take care of me. I can take care of my children. Very, happy family and house.
But this is driving you crazy.
Well, I've learned to live with it over the past several years.
He used to nag me about it. And then it just got to a point I told him, the more you nag, the less I do, because it started friction. And now he just
Boy, you must have been a hell of a nagger if the more you nag, the less you do. Because that house, do y'all ever wear anything a second time? I mean, it looked like everything you own is in that pile.
Pretty much. The pile just keeps growing, and it's not being taken care of, and I need to
Well,
figure out
have you
how
thought
to fix
about,
it.
like, maybe moving?
No, it's going to happen again.
I mean, really, do you have to, I mean, you're running out of space? I mean, seriously. But what's up with all of this? I mean, come on, some of those laundry piles, I mean, the good news is you do the laundry, those clothes may be back in style by the time you wash them. They've gone out and back in by then. What's your excuse for this?
I don't really have an excuse.
Well, you give your priority to the kids, which is good.
Well, no, you said that. I wrote that down. You said, I feel like I owe the kids my time. But you were like this before you had kids. Because I did your timeline. You were this way before you had kids. So who'd you owe time then?
I don't know. But, I worked full-time before we had children. And then I thought, I work full-time. My life is hectic. Well, now, my God, I have 3 children, and now I know what hectic is.
Were you raised in a pigsty?
No, I wasn't.
So it was neat and clean at your house?
Yeah.
So you just got out and said, well, enough of that.
Well, when I lived at home, I helped my mom. I helped my mom keep a cleaner house, and she mainly did it all. But my room, I always had an issue with my bedroom, and that was an issue between my parents and me back then. And it's now like my bedroom, which I thought was so hard as a kid to pick up. My God, now I have a whole house to pick up, and I can't do it. I've never been able to do it.
I think that people that don't do something that they logically or at least consciously say they want to do, it's for one of 3 reasons. They're either just not motivated. They just don't have the motivation to do it. It's just simply so far down on their priority list and they don't get the other things done, so they never get to it. Mm-hmm. Or they just don't know how. It's kind of like, that looks like a big job now. I mean, it's probably overwhelming looking to you now. It's like, how do you eat an elephant? You just kind of grab on, start chewing on an ear or something. You got to just start on the entry hall.
But see, that's where I don't know where to start. If I get one room clean, and I've done that many times, right. I always start in the sunroom. And that's mainly where we enter. And I'll get it clean, and then I'll go on to another room. I'll feel good. But by the time I'm even halfway through another room, I'm so sick of cleaning, my sunroom is back to being a mess again, and I just give up.
Didn't you say you don't really clean, you just move it to another room? Like if somebody's coming over, you'll just dump everything into the bedroom and close the door?
Yeah, but I get on my kicks and I'll clean a room, but my bedroom has never been touched.
So you think it's that you just don't know how?
I don't know how to get myself organized. I feel overwhelmed.
Maybe it's just about organization and knowing how, but you need some relief here, right?
I do, definitely.
Okay, well, I'm not like Mr. Clean. I mean, I wear my hair like him, but I'm not like Mr. Clean. So we contacted the National Association of Professional Organizers, okay? And we found someone to help you get organized. I'm serious.
Oh
Her name is Barb Freeman, and she lives in your area, and she has agreed to help you get organized. And she'll work with you until you don't need her anymore, and it's not going to cost you a dime, okay? We're going to provide this for you. And okay, and in fact, she's on the phone. Are you there, Barb?
I am, Dr. Phil.
Okay, now, Barb, I want to tell people about you so you know. First, say hi to Julie and Dave.
Hi, Julie and Dave.
Hey, Barb, how are you?
Okay, Dave.
I'm good, and I've seen the pictures, and I'm ready to go.
Okay.
We need the help.
Dave hasn't met you, but he loves you.
Oh, definitely.
He wants to know if you will just move in.
Work any arrangement out.
All right. They work on your physical space. They work on your time management. They work on the flow of everything. And there's a great quote. I went to their website and studied it. I don't just put any mullet on this show, you understand. And there's a great quote on there. It's from one of their workshops. It says, "Don't agonize, organize."
Right.
And you've been agonizing for all of this time. It's time to organize. So we'll hook you up with Barb after the show so you guys get, but she's going to come into your home. She's going to help you get it straightened up, organized. She's going to help you set up some time management. She's going to help you set up some flow to your day. And she's going to follow up with you until this catches hold and becomes a pattern in your life.
Wonderful.
Right, Barb?
You've got it. I'm looking forward to it. I can't
All
wait.
right. All right. Deal? All right, next, she says her husband is the worst decorator. Well, yeah. She wants his leather chair gone. Now, them are fighting words. I got a leather chair. He says he would be on antidepressants without it. Can they come to a compromise? We'll be right back. Is your spouse really the worst at something? Now, Monica says that her husband is worse at decorating. She says he's terrible, doesn't have a sense for it, doesn't have an eye for it, doesn't care about it. And she's ready to fix up the family room and wants him and his bachelor chair out of the way. Take a look.
My name is Monica, and Jeff and I have been married now for about 1.5 years. The house has been my run. I put my own ideas into it, the old world Tuscan look, which I really love. But when it comes to the family room, he says, why don't you let me have a little bit more say in there?
Out of 2,300 square feet, 350 square feet is not a lot to ask.
He leans more towards the leather, the solid colors. I lean more towards the fabric and the more intricate design. We're definitely not agreeing on anything.
We have a medallion on the ceiling here that reminds me of something I would see at the Sistine Chapel.
I like my house to look like a model home. I want people to walk in and say, wow, this looks really great.
If I'm watching the Super Bowl, I don't want to look up and see cherub angels. I mean, that's just not nice to me.
This is the disgusting chair. It actually reminds me of an obese person just rolls and rolls and rolls. It's the sore spot in the room.
I'm emotionally attached to this chair. It's a part of me and I don't want it to go. It's leather. It's actually fake leather, but it feels like real leather. If something happens to this chair, you can just start me on an antidepressant right away, period.
Behind me is the infamous picture.
To me, it makes you want to go swimming. You look at that, we have a pool right out there, it's appetizing.
He loves it and I hate it. It's tacky.
I have to argue my belief, and I'm arguing my belief for all the men who have the same problem that I have.
Dr. Phil, can you help me? My husband's taste is the worst. All we do is argue about this family room.
Okay, how long y'all been married?
About 1.5 years.
About 1.5 years. Mm-hmm. Well, I've been married 27 years. I'm gonna save you a lot of trouble, buddy. There is some stuff that you can win and there's some stuff you can't. Now, if I'm talking about things that I'm giving my professional opinion on, then I just do it. If it's my personal opinion and not professional, then I identify it. And I'm identifying it now. I'm just going to give you my personal experience and opinion on this. And I guess it's just from my old Southern Baptist upbringing over the years about what men get a vote on and what they don't get a vote on. But I actually agreed to book this story on the show because I wanted some help here. Like, all right. Like, Robin, how do you feel about my chair?
Well, I don't like your chair. No.
Okay, now seriously, Jeff, this is my chair. Can you see it? Okay, that's hard to see, but you can see it over there.
Cool. It's beautiful.
That's a green leather chair. Look how big it is. And I can sink in it, and it's got a footstool. All right. And what?
That's a very flattering shot of that chair.
I can't hear you. What'd you say?
That's very flattering because it does not even look that nice. And when it was new, it was dark green, almost black.
Okay,
the sun and the wear and tear.
You got freaky about the chair when the cat threw up on it.
Yes,
if an animal throws up on something, it's gone. But I cleaned it up. It left a mark on the footstool, but it's clean.
It was under that pillow.
Oh, there it is. Okay, there.
Pillow on top of it.
See? Now, doesn't that look like a good chair?
It's perfect, and I understand exactly how you feel. Just gotta let him have it. Just
now,
gotta let him have it.
All right, when it comes to psychological pursuits, I like to consult with my favorite sitcom therapist, Dr. Fraser Crane. One of the longest-running gags on the show is Fraser and Martin's fight over Dad's favorite chair. Take a look at this.
Oh, dear God. The chair! Oh, my God! Oh, here, no, it's heavy, this drop off. Here, I'll smother it. Yeah, be careful. Quickly. Yeah, right. Just. Oh, look out! Look out!
Dr. Crane's moods never last very long. I'm sure we've seen the worst of it.
You threw my chair off the balcony? I'm so sorry. Just hear me out. You could have killed someone. It was an accident. You said there are no accidents. Clearly, I was wrong. I mean, why on earth would I do such a thing? Because you've always been gunning for that chair.
All right, now, that's how you feel, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's very strongly.
That's exactly how we feel about this. All right, now, I'm not a decorator, so I've called in some help. I put Elizabeth Mayhew, style director for Real Simple magazine, on the case. But we're going to take a break first, then we're going to come back and give you a surprise. Now, you may not know this, but Robin is a great decorator. She and Elizabeth teamed up to do a makeover of your family room.
Elizabeth and I discussed colors, accent pieces, and fabrics, some of my favorite topics.
Every room I have crystal. There must be a detail of a woman in every room.
After talking through some options, we had the perfect makeover plan, and off Elizabeth went to Pottery Barn to pull it all together. It's going to be great.
I said I was going to save you a lot of years. I used to give opinions about things at the house. And then I learned that you just don't mess with the nest. And I used to give my opinion when it was asked for, and then I learned two of the most important words in my entire life, and they are love it. I'll come in and she's painted a whole room and changed the floor and the drapes. What do you think of this? And I'm thinking, I liked it fine before. But I don't say that anymore. I just say, love it. Yeah. And then things go a whole lot better. But I think you do have to compromise, though, right? I mean, because I do. I just let you do whatever you want to do at the house, right?
Yes, but at the same time.
And when I say let, I mean I don't give a vote. I don't interject myself.
But at the same time, I would take your opinion if you offered it and remember it when I'm shopping. And also, I make it a point to reflect you and the boys in every room. So I don't take over the room and make it just my own.
There's got to be something of each person.
Boys.
There's got to be something of you in the room, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Because I don't want to go in there and sit on a little tea thing and everything with frills around it and stuff. I mean, that stuff looks like doll furniture to me. I want something I can get down in. That's what you're looking for, right?
Put your feet up and enjoy it, and don't worry about spilling popcorn anywhere.
All right, so Monica and Jeff, are you guys ready to see your new family room?
Yes.
All right, let's take a look at the room before the transformation. Well, let's see the new and improved family room.
Hey guys, welcome to your new family room. Jeff, you are right. A family room does need to be comfortable. But you know what, Monica? It can be pretty too. We painted your armoire.
Wow.
The sofa now faces the fireplace. It really makes it feel like a comfortable, cozy place to be. We wanted to bring some more light into the room. We did add some glass and some silver. It's sparkly, it's pretty, and it's clean. We replaced your big sofa with a smaller sofa, a love seat, which actually fits this space much better. And Jeff, the pièce de résistance, I know you're waiting for this moment, and you too, Monica, because we said bye-bye to the old recliner and got you a new one. It doesn't even look like one, and it couldn't be more real simple. So I hope you sit back and enjoy your new family room.
All right.
All right. So what do you think?
You know what? It's a leather chair, and so I don't care what color. It's perfect. Black, dark. I like the dark colors.
All right, so you like it?
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
So what did you think of the rest of the room?
I love it.
Beautiful.
It's
Does
elegant.
it look good to you, the rest of the room? We'll let you look at the tape
Beautiful.
close after the show so you can see. And I want to note, your chair, if you just can't live without it, is just sitting in the garage.
It's okay?
It's okay. It's okay.
All right.
I have an armed guard on the chair. You can take that recliner out and slide yours right in there, and I think it would look just fine, but we wanted to give you a new, cool-looking, doesn't look like an offensive recliner, so you could have the best of both worlds, and that's what compromise is all about.
Thank you.
Fair enough?
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and I want to give a thanks to Elizabeth and Real Simple magazine for blending Jeff and Monica's decorating taste, and a big thanks to Pottery Barn for providing the furniture. So, now, if you're into this kind of thing, this is a great magazine. So everyone in the audience gets a copy of Real Simple magazine today, okay? So Elizabeth, thank you, appreciate it. And thanks for not being too girly when you were fixing his room up.
It was so
For
fun.
both of you. You and Robin, I think, were merciful in that. We'll be right back. Okay, I want to thank all of my guests today. And Julian Lewis, have you guys heard what I'm saying about the kids in this deal?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever y'all do with each other, do it. But take those kids out of the middle, because they're picking up the tab for the fact that you guys can't get this worked out. So take it private and keep it private. And we gave you copies of Relationship Rescue and everything with it. If you'll do the work, then we'll talk some more. Okay. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
All right, you guys have a plan?
Definitely.
Reinforcements are coming. All right? And you're happy with your room?
Happiest man in the world, in America right now.
Happiest man in America.
Absolutely.
All right, good deal. Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.